Hey everyone, it's Maze back with another video today. Today I'm so excited because finally I get to release the first video in the Skyrim modding series. Something that I'd wanted to do, but with Anniversary Edition coming out, I was kind of holding out, see what was going on. Over the past 3 months, we've dove deep into the Fallout 4 modding community. We've done reviews on Project Mojave. We did 2 showcase videos, one on quests and the other on 3 of my favorite energy weapons, playthroughs, videos on Bethesda News, mostly about the Anniversary Edition and the impact that it had. But today, we're going to have the very first Skyrim mod video, and these are going to be game-changing mods. I just want to take a quick moment to thank everybody that supported and reached out. In the first 3 months, we've already seen over 13,000 views on the channel. Modding community on Reddit for both Fallout and Skyrim has been amazing. I've had a lot of good discussions with people about new and upcoming mods, talking to people on the forums, helping them out with modding problems, and just learning a lot. Now it's just time to get the subscribers up and get the channel up and off the ground. RPGs have always been a passion in my gaming, and that's going to be the main focus of the channel. And to be honest, I've quickly discovered that I absolutely love making content and mods and how they immerse you and help build your RPG experience when playing games like Skyrim and Fallout. So every subscriber following the channel will only help ensure I'm pushing out these videos day after day. So don't forget to subscribe and follow. And without further delay, the mods. Now, as the title says, all 5 of the mods in this video are going to be game-changing mods, and Legacy of the Dragonborn is exactly that. To get this mod started, you have a couple different things that you can do. One, you can find the letter-seeking treasure hunters that's located in various taverns throughout Skyrim. It's from the curator of the Dragonborn Museum, and it's going to begin the opening quest to go to the museum and to go speak to him. The second way you can start this is with the alternate start mod, and this actually gives you 2 options. The first one, if you choose to arrive by ship, you would go ahead and choose Solitude, and this is going to start you right outside of Solitude there on the docks. So now that you've arrived at the docks, you're going to be asked if you want to be a relic hunter. Of course we do. So you're going to go ahead and pick that, and as soon as you choose that, you're going to get yourself an amazing, fancy new set of relic hunter gear. It's actually pretty cool looking. It's a little light armor set. The other option that the alternate start will give you will to begin as the guild master of the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild is a new guild introduced by Legacy of the Dragonborn. Choose this option. The guild house is already going to be built. You're going to be progressed through those quests up to that point. You'll be the guild master, and you'll be on a neat little quest. Something's going to happen, and that's going to throw you into the mod and get you all started on the quest. And I cannot recommend this mod enough. I mean, honestly, this is so amazing. I love this mod. This takes the inventory management, massive amount of things that you're going to get in Skyrim and just throw into a chest somewhere, and it allows you to do something with it. This mod could very easily become your main playthrough. This could become your main focus. Things like the main quest, the DLCs and all that would end up being like side quests. If you really want to focus on being an adventurer, being a treasure hunter, being a relic hunter, this mod is going to do that. It incorporates and leads you through so many different aspects of the game. It sends you out to explore, to go look for things, to find stuff, and just all around it is amazing. One thing to do though is note that if you are going to have this, you should really focus on building the rest of your play order around this. There is a lot of patching that's involved. There are a lot of various objects and NPCs that are located in cities, so depending on what other mods you have, especially if you have some of the city overhaul mods, they are going to need patching. There are a lot of patches out there, and if you have a heavily modded game, you should expect 15 to 20 patches for this game, so keep that in mind. It is going to take up the ESB and your plugin spots, but definitely well worth it. I can't recommend it enough. It's just fantastic. And like I said, it's going to allow you to send things to the museum. It's going to allow you to put things on display. It's going to give you a new Adventurers Guild. You get to build a new guild hall, which works just like the Hearthfire. Once it gets going, there's new NPCs there. They're going to send you on new quests. Just all around fantastic mod. So well done. It's all voice acted. And on top of all of that, you get an engaging, very long, well-written, and lore-friendly quest. Once you start the original quest, you're going to have to pick up a few items. You're going to bring them back, and then that's going to kind of open the museum up. From the very start, it helps you progress through the story, because one of the first quests that he gives you is to go pick up an item from Helgen. So you're going to make your way all the way down south. As you come up to the gates of Helgen, you're going to see the dragons are going to come flying out, and that's going to start the main quest of the game. This also has a really neat mechanic, and that's the transportation system. These crates here, you're going to be able to set these up and have them located at various spots. You can pick one of 3, 2, or all 3 spots. That would be at any of the inns. They'll be sitting outside at any of the player homes or next to any of the carriage drivers. These crates work as storage. You're going to be able to go over, you're going to be able to dump all the things that you need to send to the Dragonborn Museum or just things you want to ship to Solitude. And after a set time, they're all going to disappear from the chest and they're going to arrive in the workshop room here at the Dragonborn Museum. This video's third mod is actually an add-on for Legacy of the Dragonborn. It's also by Ice Cream Assassin. This is going to add in the Curators Companion. It's going to give you different marks that are going to appear above all the items that are part of the museum. You're going to get a green check if it's on display. You're going to get a hand if it's an item that you currently possess but not yet put on display. And then you're going to get a blue plus sign that's going to show that is a brand new item. If you look here, what it looks like, you have the little Dragonborn emblem up above it. Going to have one of those 3 marks. Now, if you put an item in the storage chest or if you give it to one of your followers, it'll show up as if you don't have it. Keep that in mind. You still got to kind of manage and remember what you have, but this makes things a lot easier. You get back and get everything on display. So again, highly recommend both these mods. Put them in your play order if you've never done it before. Version 5 of this mod, fantastic. Next up, for game-changing mods, we have the alternate start mod, Live Another Life by Arthur Moore. This mod does that. It allows you to skip the starting sequence. You don't have to go to Helgen. When you want to go to Helgen, when you want. Some people never go. It's going to put you right into the character customization, and it's going to put you in this little cell. And to get things started, you simply walk up, you talk to the statue of Mara, and she's going to give you options. And all these starts are really fun. You can choose to drive aboard a ship. What this is going to do is it's going to give you a list of all the different cities, mostly up along the north coast. Anything that would have a dock and is there along the water. Earlier in this video, we did the Solitude start to show you how you could begin at the Dragonborn Museum. It pop up here.
Which property do you own?
And there you go. You can choose to own a property in one of the holds and give you a choice between any of the houses in the cities as well as the Hearthfire houses. And there's this own special starting place called Shoals Rest Farm. If you've ever wanted to be a farmer or possibly a merchant, you can choose to start at this farm that's located just a little north of Rorikstead. And there's a married couple here, and they work for you as well as manage your profits. So if you want to do a merchant-like playthrough of any sort, or hell, if you just want to be a farmer, there's nothing better than West Farm. You even get a few cows. And fantastic, right? Got this weather. Alright, so you didn't like those? You know what? Either did I. So you can pick to be a guild member, a patron at a local inn, a soldier in the army, or... Hey, I think we all know how this one ends. You can escape from the cell, be an outlaw out in the wilds, which is going to let you start with these guys. Bandits. You get to be a bandit located just to the east of Windhelm. What a more beautiful place than Trader's Post. And yes, these bandits are neutral or friendly with you. Either way, they don't attack you. But I'm pretty sure still kill them. You can be an outlaw. Oh, we just did that one. A vigilante of Sendor, camping in the woods. You can be a vampire. Or how about starting off the coast in a sinking ship? That's just how I want to start Skyrim. This is going to put you all the way off to the very north side of the map. And you're on a boat. So if you use any hardcore survival mods, make sure you're ready for this, because there's a really good chance that, you might die. You can be a vampire, a necromancer, a warlock's thrall. Now this one's neat, but if you use interesting NPCs, character in here is part of that mod, and these two guys will go into an immortal fight because I believe they're both essential. So, yeah. Yeah, if you want to be the thrall to a warlock, make sure you get the patch. You can be attacked, left for dead, or the childhood friend of Eric the Slayer. So in other words, you have a lot of options, and there's a lot of good choices. So you pick one and you like it. And next on the list is Ordinator, Perks of Skyrim. If you're not using this, it's like not using night mode on every single app for your computer and your TV. You're just doing stuff wrong. Ordinator, though, has been in my load order forever. It offers 469 new perks. It completely revamps the Skyrim perk system. It allows you to build very specific and customized character builds. You can spec into individual weapons like swords, or if you want to go axes, and spec into different forms of magic. If you want to go more fire, more ice, it evolves the crafting system. Just there's not much to show other than all these little stars here and all the lovely new perks and skills that they offer in each and every one of these little precious stars. And I still love just gazing at the stars. But on a serious note, if you felt that Skyrim was lacking in that character development area, which it is, Ordinator is the mod for you. If you haven't used it before, it's definitely something that you want to get. Build the character, play the way you want, and just love it. And that brings us to the final mod on this list, and Project Proteus. Oh, it made my heads explode. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. What does this mod do? Ask yourself, what doesn't this mod do? Want to customize weapons? Check. You can do it. Enchants? Do that too. Duplicate weapons? Why not? And that's not it. You can do the same thing to armor, same thing to spells. NPCs, you can actually click on an NPC with the semicolon button and run around with them. You can't do much, and they only fight through their AI package, but it's still pretty cool. This also gives you a way to save presets or download presets and then transfer them over to an NPC. It gives you a much easier way than trying to do it through any editing program. But the main thing that this does is this allows you to start new NPCs that you can basically use like alts, just like you would in an MMO. You want a crafting alt, you want a paladin, you want a hunter. All these characters are going to persist in the same exact world, the same save. You can make as many as you want. We're going to jump in. I have Valis, which is my Dragonborn, and I have Branston, who is my blacksmith. He sits in solitude. I send all the items through the transportation system, provided by the Dragonborn Museum, of course, and he goes, he picks the material up, he takes it over to the crafting benches. There's also crafting benches at the museum, and he goes and crafts. There's also, as you just saw there, there's a weather system. It was raining out. Rain sucks. I was over it. There you go. Here comes the sun. But the things you can do with this is so cool, but this is by far the coolest aspect of this. And if you have a blacksmith, why not have a merchant? This guy sells stuff. He's going to work on his speechcraft, and he's going to work on his illusion and sneak. And while I'm at it, I made myself an Argonian assassin who's going to spec into light armor, daggers. He's going to do the Brotherhood, maybe the Thieves Guild for me, but definitely the Brotherhood. And I'm going to try to avoid so hard making him a sneaky archer. I know, it sounds crazy, but that's what I'm going to do. Project Proteus probably is going to get a video of its own because there's so much in this mod. Is fantastic. Definitely one you need to check out. But that wraps them up, man. Those are 5 mods that just completely change everything in Skyrim from the very beginning, the direction you're going to go, how you're going to build your character. And isn't that what Skyrim is all about? Think about that. Get a perception of it. This is Mace. See you guys in the next video.